Well, today, marking the start of Women's History Month, and all month long, we are going to highlight the women in our state doing big things and making history. In fact, Washington State Senator Patty Murray began her political career in 1988, ran for Senate in 1992, where she has been serving ever since. Senator Murray joining us this morning to talk about her journey right now. Senator, good morning and happy Women's History Month. It's good to have you.
Well, thank you, Liz. It's great to talk to you, and happy History Month for women.
So, you arrived in the Senate as one of 6 female senators in 1992. I mean, things have changed here. So talk about that experience and also some of the changes you've seen during that time for women in Congress.
Well, there have been a lot of changes. I think having women on committees, being in conversations, not being the only woman in the room, and talking about real life issues to the Senate and what we need to be doing as a country for our families and communities across the country has been a great change. When I first came in, I often was the only woman in the room. I often felt like, hey, if I don't bring this up, nobody else will, which was true. And there have been a lot of physical changes too. When I came into the Senate, there wasn't even a women's bathroom next to the Senate floor because there hadn't been any women enough to have one.
I can't, I mean, just thinking about that it makes me feel overwhelmed. Yeah. I mean, that's quite a hill to climb. When you look back at yourself embarking on your political journey in 1988, I mean, what advice do you think you would give your younger self?
Well, I think I would say, what I say to people today is to have confidence in yourself. To listen to people, listen to your friends and neighbors and constituents and communities that you represent, because then you can come and be a strong voice for them and be confident in what you're talking about. And I would say the other thing is what I've always told people, don't ever let anyone tell you you can't make a difference. If you're feeling strongly about an issue, or you feel that a voice needs to be heard or an issue needs to be resolved, know that there are a lot of other people that feel the same way, and it is your job as an elected representative to bring their voices to the places where you can make a difference.
You know, I do have to ask, I mean, you are a mom, you are a senator, a very high profile position, and a lot of pressure too. Just as a woman, I want to ask what it's like, I mean, to feel like you're doing it all. I feel like you're doing it all, and I feel like a lot of us kind of look at women like that and go, I don't know if I can do all of this at once. Like, how do you balance all of this and make it look good?
You again have confidence in yourself. And I will say that I can do this because I have a great family who supports me, even though they may not agree with me all the time on issues. No one does, but they're there for me. I have a great community around me, and I take the time to really work on the issues. You can't come into this job and just say, I'm here. You have to really understand what you're working on, take the time to really go through it, do your homework, and then you have the confidence to be able to come and fight for what you believe in.
I mean, when it comes to fighting for what you believe in, as we talk about Women's History Month, where does the fight for women go now? I mean, there are a lot of issues facing women right now. You have been really vocal on the Roe v. Wade issue that just happened in the Supreme Court. You know, you've got the pay gap between genders for men and women. What happens next?
Well, I think that's really an important question, and I have 2 young granddaughters, and I want to make sure the world is open to them. And that means removing the barriers so that they can be whoever they want to be and be able to accomplish their dreams and their goals here in the United States of America. So making sure they can make their own choices about their reproductive health is an important part of that. Making sure that they have the opportunities, the ability to be able to earn a degree or do life skills in whatever way they want to, making sure their communities are safe, making sure that we are doing everything we can in the United States Senate to build an economy and build a country where girls can grow up and compete and be a really important part of our country and where we go.
You know, also, I do want to acknowledge this year you became the first woman President pro tempore in the Senate. Talk a little bit about that role and that history-making moment as well.
Well, it should have come a long time ago, but it came about, and I am the person because of seniority in the Senate. That has a lot to do with who assumes this role. And it is really an important historic moment because for the first time, a woman is now President pro tem. Small fact, when I became President pro tem, they had to change all the forms in the President pro tem's office from him to her.
Oh, wow.
It shouldn't have happened. It should have happened a long time ago. Simple things like that. But basically, I oversee the Senate. I work with my Senate colleagues in leadership. There's a number of things I have to do, sign bills, do other things like that. But really, as a leader in the Senate, and I welcome this opportunity to bring a woman's voice to this position, not only to do the job that I'm doing, but to show young girls in this country that if they believe in themselves and they work hard and dream, they can become whoever they want to be.
That was actually my next question was for, maybe there is a young girl watching right now or a teenage girl watching and she wants to be in your seat someday. What else would you say to them? Because I feel like sometimes those dreams can feel really big and a little out of reach. I mean, what would you say?
I'd say dream big. You never know what's going to happen in your life, what turns will occur, what will happen in historic moments, what will influence you and the decisions you make, but dream big because that is what we need young girls to do and young boys to do today to make sure our country's strong. And I would say never give up. No day is perfect. No time is always right. You lose sometimes, you win sometimes, but keep your eye focused on what you want to do and you'll get there.
I love this. And I know a lot of times we call you up when there's some divisive issue happening and we want to talk politics. So it's nice to just talk to you during Women's History Month because it's true. I mean, you who are definitely making history in the state and in the nation as well. Senator Patty Murray, we appreciate you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Great to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Great to chat with you.
Yeah, that was really
this
nice.
morning. That was cool.